So just a quick disclaimer off the bat, the following video is part of a longer form video that I do every Monday. I decided to cut this part out and turn it into its own video as I thought it was an interesting section. If you want to see the full uncut video, links will be down in the description, but without further ado, here is the video. The topic of NFTs in gaming has been a controversial one for quite some time now, with the overwhelming majority of gamers agreeing that it has no business in the space. We have seen many developers indicating their intent to add NFTs, including some really big ones like Ubisoft, Sega and of course EA. Although some studios within Xbox like Mojang has come out pretty aggressively against the idea, there are also others who are far more open to it, and one of those seemed to be Sony. In this article from GameRant, they say controversial PlayStation survey asks gamers about NFTs. NFTs and the implementation of blockchain technology in video games continue to be an incredibly controversial topic in the game industry. Executives see NFTs as an opportunity for increased monetization with little overhead, while many gamers see little benefit to gameplay tainted by exploitive monetization and environmental concerns. PlayStation has largely remained silent on the topic despite patterns implying future NFT efforts. Now PlayStation has issued a survey on NFTs that's already creating backlash online. Now at this time it is still unclear what Sony wants to do with the NFT space, but it does sound like there might be some type of interest from them. A while ago they came under fire for online collectibles that they were offering, although in that case Sony made it clear that those collectibles were not linked to any blockchain. With that said, Twitter user Snorlax Owen shared a screenshot taken from the PlayStation Quest that they received, tasking them to respond to a survey question. The question that they received was, which of the following NFT digital collectibles would you be most interested in purchasing? Responses included NFTs related to players' favorite game characters, esport players or teams, favorite music artists, and even Evo branded NFTs. The broader headline for the question was listed as what do you collect most? Now the fact that Sony is pushing out the survey through Evo, which they own, is a clear indication that they are trying to explore the possibility of entering into the space, and I do think that this is a terrible idea. I have yet to see a proper successful NFT venture, and I'm not talking about a pump and dump where some people make money, but an actual proper project that makes use of all the wonderful technology and benefit that they always brag about. The implication of the survey question is that PlayStation is evaluating what kind of NFTs PlayStation fans would most be interested in collecting if the platform began offering them for sale. It is ultimately just a survey question, but it is the first official confirmation that PlayStation is considering selling NFTs as a project. It doesn't mean that PlayStation will follow through, as companies survey consumers on products that never comes to the market all the time. Still, for PlayStation fans against NFTs, it is a concerning revelation, and I think that is fair to point out, as there is nothing right now from Sony to suggest that they are entering into the space, but it would not surprise me one bit if they do. We are seeing revenue losses all over the gaming space, and there is no doubt that large publishers are looking to cash in even more and will consider doing that by any means necessary. There are some questions about whether the survey was issued in error. However, PlayStation recently announced that it is calling PlayStation Stars a loyalty program that can reward digital collectibles. These PlayStation digital collectibles were described as digital representations of figurines and other art forms from games and other media. PlayStation also explicitly states that these rewards are not NFTs, although fans question if PlayStation Stars was the system designed to accumulate users to the idea of NFTs at the very least. Now, I do not think that Sony did this whole PlayStation Star thing to make fans used to the idea of NFTs, but I definitely do not believe that it was an error made by asking people about NFTs. NFTs. Some believe that the survey question accidentally mentioned NFTs when it intended to say solely digital collectibles as a reference to PlayStation stars. Others say that the survey betrayed the nature of these digital collectibles as NFTs in the making. Now, there are no way to be sure, but these kinds of survey questions are typically very carefully worded, otherwise they are not particularly productive. Again, I do not think that you can actually say NFTs instead of collectibles. Hopefully they don't enter the space, but the sad reality is that where there is money to be made, no matter how shitty the method, large corporations will always be there.